I can't take it no more, guys. I'm breaking. I need a haircut. It's getting out of hand. It's getting itchy. Normally when I take a shower, I don't feel water sucking in and moistening up my hair because I don't have long hair. But now it's happening, and now I'm nervous. Now I'm scared. On the bright side, if that's the worst thing that I have to deal with right now when it comes to my body, I think I'm doing okay. And I think most of us are feeling the same way. Hey guys, so yep, a lot of us are dealing with some of the same issues, and I'm not talking about, you know, being out of work, having loved ones that we can't see right now, being quarantined, or any of the unfortunate things that are taking place because of, you know, the lockdown and, you know, some of the things that have happened in our lives. But I'm talking about basic things like going outside and going for a run to the beach, or going outside at all, or getting a haircut, which I'm certain at this point some people are starting to get creative, or they're not getting creative and just taking the clippers and buzzing it up. You know, threes for everybody, or take the razor and really get wild. So these are basic things that we're all dealing with. You know, it sucks. It's things that are normal for us, things that we've taken for granted for a very long time, and right now we're all missing those things, the little things that built up who we are, the little things that make us happy. We've had to find other things to do that, and it's not as easy as we wish it was, huh? You know, it's difficult to appease ourselves, especially depending on who, you know, your background and where you've come from, what you were used to doing. Maybe you've held your standards high on certain things, and now you're having to, you know, scratch the bottom of the barrel on those same things. And I'm talking maybe like food. If you're used to eating caviar and lobsters all the time, and now you're eating, you know, crab imitation meat, or you go into the schools with your kids to go get those free lunches that they're giving out. You ever drink a bag of milk? I bet you have now. So that's what I'm saying, is these are the basic things that we're dealing with. But on the landscape of it all and the big picture, it's really not that bad. The bad part is if loved ones have people that are getting sick, and, you know, the other health conditions they already had is being enhanced by this virus, or if you have lost your job or you've lost pay. Those are the real problems. And, you know, my heart goes out to every single person that's affected by it like that, because that's going to sprinkle out into your families. You know, if you don't make the money that you were used to making, that you have to picking and choosing what bills to pay. You know, food in the cupboards is going to start to change a little bit. Those are serious problems. And, you know, there's things out there that we can do. I'm not even talking about looking for government assistance, because, you know, that's the government deciding what and when and who and how much people are getting such. We can't depend on that. Stimulus checks came out to a lot of people if you had direct deposit. If you don't, you're still waiting. But that's not what I'm saying. Don't depend on handouts. You never had to before. You shouldn't have to now. You can always adapt. Our bodies adapt. If you get the flu, when the flu is gone, you've developed an immunity to it. That's important. And when you're a kid, you have to get sick so your immune system strengthens up. That's just the way the body works. This is a new virus, essentially. So there's no vaccine for it, as we do have for the flu. And this one just tends to spread faster. This is why we're in the situation we're in. But individually, through health, through exercise, through proper nutrition decisions, our immune system can be strengthened. If you catch a virus, you're out for a few days, a week, a couple of weeks, it passes, you go about your life, you strengthen your immune system. You can't do any of that, though, if you're not taking care of yourself when you're not sick. And that's what we're doing right now. We're not sick for the most part. If you're sick, I'm not talking to you right now. My heart goes out to you, hoping you recover from this. I'm talking about those of us that aren't sick, are still being quarantined, wearing the masks, and you're doing nothing. I mean, you're not doing anything to combat it, as far as exercising, eating good, taking advantage of this free time you have. All you're doing is watching the news and complaining and getting upset, when you should be doing the opposite. Exercising, entertaining your kids, cleaning, picking up old projects, getting creative in the kitchen. These are the things that we all can do. If you don't have kids, you don't even have to factor them in. You can be completely selfish with that. If you have no kids, you're, you know, semi-healthy, you should already by now have picked up 3 or 4 new skill sets or hobbies. I don't know what else to tell you if you haven't. You're wasting time. Because when things go back to whatever they're going to be, whatever's going to be considered the new normal, you don't want to go into it the same you are now, because it's going to be different. The rules will be different, so they will not apply to what you've done in the past. You're going to have to make some adapting changes, but you're also going to have to develop some new things. In the work world, the more you know, the bigger of an asset you become. The work world is going to change. So we need to make sure that we're still bettering ourselves, enhancing ourselves. That doesn't stop. I said last week, don't throw in the towel. You don't want to go backwards. You need to continuously move forward. Whether we're running forward, we're jumping, we're walking, we're crawling, you've got to go. You got to do it. We all have to do it. The alternative, again, is to do nothing, get weaker, get unhealthier, and put yourself more at risk for the virus that you're trying to hide from to begin with. Tell me, does that make sense to you? I know it doesn't make sense. And I'm not sitting here saying anything about what telling you to believe or not. I'm just telling you to sit back and tell yourself, I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not quarantined from doing stuff for myself in my home. I can work out. I can eat good. I can drink plenty of water. I can stretch, keep myself loose. Why can't you? What's the other thing you'd be doing? Sleeping, laying down, running around your house trying to figure out how you're going to get back into the world, watching the news, watching everybody around you complain? That's not going to benefit anybody. You need to be positive, optimistic. It's hard, yes. It's easy for you to say, wow, I'm dealing with everything that you're dealing with. You're dealing with everything everybody else is dealing with. So why are we judging other people for anything they're doing? Are we getting mad at people that are not being mad too? Yes, because I've seen it. For those of us that aren't letting it control who we are as a person, other people are getting upset about that. It's two different things to pay attention to the laws they're putting into place for the better safety nets that they're trying to catch, which I get, I understand that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you, specifically you, Joe, Mary, Shelly, Juan, and whatever else your name is. What are you doing for yourself that's going to make you better? If you have kids, what are you doing for your kids that's going to help them become better right now? These are simple answers to these, as long as you understand that you don't have to put your life on hold. You don't. I don't. We don't. So just very, very important that you count your blessings right now. And we all have them. Now maybe you're going to sit here and you're going to put a list down. Maybe the old Benjamin Franklin, old school sales tactic. One column with the pros, one column with the cons. And you start to list each individual thing. Which list is weighing heavier? If your list is weighing heavy on the cons, your perspective is already in the wrong. Because you can sit here and find something wrong with everything. Everything. Or you can be the half-cup full person and find the good in everything. That's that. Because we all have time right now. Maybe it's not time that, you know, you might be doing other things with your time, but certain things are restricted. A lot of things are restricted. What's not restricted is the ability for you to enhance your mindset, for you to learn something new. You're not restricted from doing that. You're not restricted from being nice, saying hi to people when you see them instead of giving them the evil eye. Nobody is asking for this, so why are you treating people different? Everybody is in the same ship and is going the same direction. Now you can either jump ship and take your own path, or you can stay on the ship that's going to lead to the place that we know it's going to go, which is change, which is safety. At the same time, though, not everybody's living in the same universe right now. Let me explain what I mean by that. Not everybody is dealing with the same problems. Some people are dealing with it financially. Some people aren't. Some people are dealing with it as far as having kids. Some people aren't. Some people are dealing with the health aspects of it, some people aren't. So everybody has a different dog in this fight. In the end, we do need to fight. Not literally. We need to fight for ourselves, for the strength, for the support, for the people that depend on us. The only way we're going to do that is to stay optimistic, stay open-minded, move forward, and that's it. But I do need a haircut. So if anybody out there in the South Bay area does haircuts, does fades specifically, hit me up on the DMs, hit me up on my cell phone. I got to get it done because it's itching. I don't like it, it's uncomfortable. But that's the only problems I'm dealing with right now. I'm blessed, I'm fortunate. I have a family around me every day, so I'm not being quarantined by myself like some people are. My heart goes out to you if you're alone right now, because a lot of other things can happen from being quarantined. Depression, you can start to eat away, you start to pick up alcohol. These can lead to other health conditions and health issues. Depression can lead to many worse things too. So if the most you're dealing with is just having to stay home with your kids and figure out what to do, you don't got it that bad. I don't have it bad at all. I won't sit here and pretend I do. I have a gym that's closed. I'm trying to do like every other business owner to maintain through this time, to keep the doors open for when it passes, and hopefully we're here. But my health is gonna be here. I'm gonna be here, you know. I'm gonna stay positive no matter what happens. I can't control the outcome. I can control what I do. I can give my best, and whatever happens, happens. How I handle things is how I handle things, and it's the same with you. So we all have to be together on this when it comes to being positive, helping each other, being nice to each other. More than anything, count your blessings, control what you can, and I need a haircut, so hit me up.